All right, hi everybody. We're back again. It's Paulie and Santino. We're down the shore still. So if you caught the first video, we made marinara sauce. Uh, the marinara sauce, we forgot to tell you, it doesn't need to cook more than 20 minutes. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do that eggplant recipe that we were talking about earlier. It's going to be a little bit different, this eggplant recipe. I'm going to show you the ingredients real quick. So this is eggplant parmesan, but the way my grandmother made it many moons ago. So we have our grated cheese, we got our mozzarella cheese, and you notice we have eggs on here. We have our sauce that we made earlier, and for our eggplant, what we did was we actually this calls for you have to peel the eggplant, take all the skin off, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fry it just the way it is. You don't need to bread it, you don't need to flour it, you don't need to do anything with it. So we already have the oil getting hot already. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start our process of frying the eggplant. Now, eggplant's really starchy, so it's like a bread. So that's the reason why you're able to fry this, and you'll see the consistency it comes into.
How much people do we got?
People are watching, Santino. Santino's going to sit there. He's going to be doing our layering afterwards. And what we're going to do is that we're going to make this eggplant. And you'll see, this eggplant's going to be different than other eggplants. Eggplant parms that you've had in the past. This is a very old recipe. And it's been passed down from generation to generation. And to give you a little bit of history on my grandmother's family, my grandmother was a D'Angelo, which they had more of an aristocratic background. Her uncle was a cardinal in Rome, so they would cook a lot of these. Like at that time, would have been considered more of a fancier meal because you've seen how many ingredients I'm using. So you got to picture those ingredients and the availability of those ingredients back in let's say 1930, 1920. So our eggplant's going to be cooking. Santino, you want to hold the camera while I fry?
Yes.
You want to see it? So what we're going to do is as we fry it, we're going to take our eggplant and we are going to dry them off. So we're going to be putting them here on a paper towel just so we can get some of the oil off the eggplant itself. Okay. And we're just going to keep adding eggplant. Now I have the temperature set for the oil at a pretty decent, it's pretty high. But you'll notice that the eggplant, can you see that? Is cut, it's sliced very thin. And that is really the key. You have to make sure this eggplant is sliced thin to do this. So here we go. Continuing to fry. You can keep it a little bit further away. Yeah, there you go, Cynthia. I don't want you to burn yourself either. So you want to get them fried so that, you know, what you're doing is you're really softening them up, you know, with this frying method here. But you're taking away a lot of steps in this process because you're no longer having to bread your eggplant. You don't have to flour your eggplant. You don't have to do anything. The only thing you're doing is taking the skin off. You can use a peeler or a knife to do it. And then at that point, there we go.
And boom.
There we go. There we go. So we're going to add some more in here. So if anybody has like a seed issue, I recommend like you take out the areas with the seeds and try to get more like a flat consistency like that. And you can just cut that part out with all the seeds and then slice all your slices that way. I just want you to see some. Turn the camera this way, Cynthia. You see how it's like more of a eggplant is like a starch, how it just breaks apart like that? That'll give you an idea how starchy the eggplant actually really is. Adjusting, I don't want you to get burnt, okay?
Well.
Here we go. We're just gonna keep frying this. Okay. You videotaping there, Cynthia? You doing a good job?
Yep.
You can hit the wave button on them. Like whenever somebody waves, you can touch the wave button, wave back. There you go. And just to let everybody know, we already uploaded the marinara video to the YouTube channel, and we shared it out. So if you guys want to take a look, you guys can take a look. There's a couple recipes on there. One's for making pizza dough, a few making pizza. I'll give you a fun one. My grandmother used to make one like this with the Japanese eggplant. They're the long, thin eggplants, the skinny ones. She used to make a recipe like that when I was a kid. And she would fry them just the same way as we're frying it now. And she would make a homemade chocolate. And she would take the eggplant. And her homemade chocolate and make a parmesan with eggplant and chocolate. And let me tell you something, you know, right now you're sitting there thinking eggplant and chocolate, you know, but I'll tell you, it was one of the most delicious things I've ever tasted in my whole life. It has such great flavor to it, and she would make such a thick chocolate. And my mother in Santino's Nonna, to this day, still makes an eggplant this way sometimes. She still does it this way. She'll do it in other traditional ways, like where she'll make it in a skillet, and she'll bake it with just cheese and sauce, and she'll bread it or she'll flour it. But to be honest with you, This has always been my favorite. Throw in some more eggplant, right, Cynthia?
Yep.
Otherwise, we're never going to finish frying. We're getting there, though. Right, Santino?
Yep. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. No?
It looks awesome, though, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Back. Come on.
Hey, Santino?
Yes.
Let me get another dish real quick. No. I want you to finish frying that for me. Okay, so Santino and I are going to take the eggplant that we already fried. Let's take it this way, Santino. Okay? And now, those you're going to have to flip those over one time, Santino. Okay, you got the fork right there? Okay, so what we're going to do is here, is Santino's going to we're going to have him put a small spoon of sauce on the bottom. Go ahead, Santino. Spread that out, okay? Okay. Now, as Santino's going to spread this out, he's going to take it, and what you want to do is kind of like, just get a cover of the bottom here. That's all. Just a little bit at your bottom. And cover up your bottom real nice, you know? If you need a little bit more, you add a little bit more. Just get a nice little coating of sauce. That's it, but nothing crazy. All right. So Santino's going to hold the thing. Now you're going to watch what we're going to do with these eggs. And our eggs are very natural. Our eggs are coming right from our chickens. So we have a few chickens at home, and these are their eggs. So we're going to put in, what we got here? We got 4 or 5. We're going to put a half a dozen eggs in here. Okay? Then what we're going to do is, we're going to take 1/3 of a cup of water. And we're going to add it to our egg mix. Now, with the egg mix being like that, no, stay right here with the eggs. Let's not move too much. We're going to put a little bit of we're going to put a little sea salt in them. Okay? We're going to put a little black pepper. Okay? I'm going to take my whisk and we're going to whisk these up. Now, the reason for the water, and you can add a little bit more if you like. You can add 1/3 of a cup of water. You can even add this much egg. You can add basically half a cup of water, which I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to add a little bit more water, get myself to about a half a cup. So the difference between adding water and milk to your eggs is that milk cooks, water steams, and allows the eggs to become more fluffy. The eggs become more fluffy, and this starts to puff up. So let's go back to over here. So now what we're going to do is Santino's going to put us a layer of eggplant, and we're going to do it just like this, Santino. We're going to do it together, okay? We're going to put one down. And then you're going to put one down. Come on. They're okay. They're not very hot. Okay? And we're going to just try to lap them a little bit. That's it. And we're going to get this whole thing covered at the bottom. And it might be a little hot, you know, because we're just pulling them off of here. I don't want Santino to hurt himself either. So, okay, so we got our first layer on here. Okay, maybe we'll put a little bit in here. Like, I like to just, here you go, Santino, hold this for a second.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is just fill in the spots a little bit. So sometimes I just take a piece and I break it off and I put it right in the spots that are missing. So you see, like, it's so soft. The eggplant's so soft. So now we're going to just take your regular grated cheese. Okay? And now the grated cheese, you don't have to be shy with it. Look, we could do this too. We can add the grated cheese right to the eggs too as well. Look. We'll just throw some in there. Why not, right? What could it hurt? Now we're going to take our mozzarella. Let's go back to our eggplant, which we already have ready to go. Some shredded mozzarella. You can get it for $1.88, $1.99 a ShopRite for 2 cups. Okay. We got our egg mix. And what we're going to do with our egg mix now is we're going to pour this in. And we got our egg mix in there now, okay? You see we're coating the whole bottom here. Show them the whole thing, Santino. Make sure they can see the whole thing. Okay, pull up away. Pull the camera away. There you go, like that. Let's stay right there, okay? So the eggplant's a little hot for Santino, so Paulie's going to continue to go. So I'm going to put a little bit more, like you're doing like a regular eggplant. So I'm going to put a little bit more sauce in the middle. You'll notice, put a little bit more sauce here. Right into the egg mix. Now this sauce is cooled down, so it's not going to cook the egg. It's not going to cook the egg at all. You're going to need to stay a little bit away, Santino, so I can, there you go, buddy. So Santino's holding the camera because the eggplant was a little hot here. And Paulie's going to pick up this hot eggplant. Layer this in. Meanwhile, Santino's been cooking our other eggplant, so we could probably finish off this layer here. All right.
Stinking mom's eating on the job.
Looks good, right?
Yeah.
There we go. We are covering it up. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're going to throw one. We're going to put one sideways. We're going to break the pattern here. We're going to break the pattern. We're going to throw one sideways there. We're going to take a little bit of this sauce now, and we're going to cover this up a little bit. Just a little bit of the sauce again. And I got to tell you, that sauce, we cooked it for 20 minutes. It's delicious. There you go. You got to be careful with the eggplant because you're only you're putting them in water. You're going to soak them in water before you cook them. So you got to be attentive to that water and oil just don't mix. So we're going to add our grated cheese.
I just got oil all over myself.
Yep. And we're going to add this.
Just be careful. This mom's dangerous.
We're going to add our mozzarella. Okay. We're going to have a little layer of mozzarella there. Now we're going to add the rest of our egg mix, okay? So you're going to take your egg mix. Again, you're going to add your egg mix in. Okay. So now at that point, we already have the sauce on the bottom on that first layer of eggplant. So we don't need to put that sauce on top again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the eggplant that Santino's been cooking for us. And we're going to begin to layer again. So on our next layer, we're just going to start coating it. And we're going to make this three layers of eggplant here. Okay, here we go. And look at that. Can you see that? Look how beautiful and crispy that looks. Oh, that was delicious. You want to try some, Santino?
Here you go, guys.
Good, right?
Pretty crispy.
Nice. All right. Santino went. She was really making sure this oil dried out of it. She layered it up with paper towels here. Hold on a second. Trying to make sure her boys didn't get burnt. She's like, I'm gonna make sure they don't get burnt. All right? Mommy's looking out for us. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Let's see if Santino has a couple more pieces of eggplant for us. Look at that. Pull them out. They're good.
Huh?
Yeah, they're good.
No.
Good.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah. Look, nice and crispy. All right. Hold it over to eggplant. Ooh, these are hot now. Coming out hot.
So you can like see the steam.
Yeah, you can see the steam on it. You want to try? Honey? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to use a pair of tongs for these nice few pieces. Pull away a little bit so you can. There you go. Can you see everything?
Yeah.
All right, look at that. So now, let me just see something real quick. Guys, I want you to see that. Now, just to give you an idea, we used 1 eggplant for this. This is 3 layers. Okay, what is this, Santina? 9 by 12 or 8 by 12 pan?
It's like 8, they said 9 or 12.
9 by 12 pan. You see, it's the glass container. It's 1 full eggplant. We went 3 levels high. Okay. So 1 eggplant. We use 6 eggs. Your grated cheese as you need it, mozzarella as you need it. Now what we're going to do is, Santino, bring the sauce back. All right, Santino's going to hold this camera. Say what's up, Santino.
What's up?
All right, here we go. So now we're going to put a layer of sauce on top.
To make it nice and saucy.
Yeah, we want to get some of that sauce right on top there.
Don't use it all.
I'm not going to use it all. It's for your pasta, right?
Yeah.
Santino says, don't use all my pasta sauce for this eggplant parmesan. What are you guys thinking? We'll just have to make more.
Whoa.
More sauce for Santino. All right. A little bit more. I'm only doing this so I don't have to re-dip the
Everything.
spoon
Back
inside
in
there.
the
I don't want
sauce.
just stop.
Double dip.
You can't shake so much. I'm gonna give everybody a headache shaking them. So all right, now we're gonna put this on here. Look at that. That looks beautiful, right? Okay. Then we're gonna take our grated cheese again. Just stay right there. You don't have to be, you know what I mean?
You don't have to be crazy.
You don't have to be shy, Colin.
You don't have to be shy.
A little mozzarella there. Hold on a second.
Put a little bit more.
And get a little bit more mozzarella here. Okay. And that's it. It's ready to go. So our next process is we're going to put this in the oven.
What's the temperature?
We have our temperature right now. As you can see, we're at 350. And then we're going to set our kitchen timer to 40 minutes. So I hope everyone's enjoyed the demonstration. Hope everybody enjoyed the demonstration of this eggplant parmesan. And what we're going to do is, when it's ready, we're going to make another video of us actually cutting it. And you'll be able to see the layers and the fluffiness. Now, what you're going to be looking for if you make this yourself is almost like the consistency of a quiche. It's going to come out just like a quiche. It's going to be nice and puffy. So you're going to go from this, it's going to go like that. And it's going to puff right up. So you got anything to say, Santino?
Make sure.
Make sure. Make sure you get the sauce for Santino. But just like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and try. Go ahead and make it. I think you really enjoy this eggplant parmesan. It's outstanding. It'll be like a combination of having eggplant souffle and the parmesan and everything mixed together. And like I said, once this comes out in 40 minutes, we're gonna make a video of us cutting into it, and you'll be able to see it and see how good it really looks when it's all done. All right, everybody, I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, take care. Say bye, Santino.
Bye.
Take care. Oh, and this video will be uploaded to Cooking with Cousin Paulie on YouTube. All right, take care. Bye-bye.